Tottenham Arsenal on Sunday. I'm not looking forward to it personally. It's going to be a horrible game. We're not fully strengthened. We're not in great form. We haven't really got a full team, anything really. But yeah, my predicted lineup I think is still going to be similar to our strongest. I think there's going to be a couple changes, so I think it's going to be Big Vic in goal. Porro returned to right back. He's supposed to be ready for the weekend, according to press conferences, so hopefully he is back. Otherwise, it will be Emerson. Then Romero, Van der Ven as the two centre backs. Then the only one we know is the given from Ange is Davies, who said that he'll be in the starting lineup, slotting in for Dogi, which he said yesterday. Then as a holding, I think it's going to be Bissouma. He's not in great form, but he's got a great record against Arsenal, and I'm hoping that big game is going to liven him up, because once he's got the pressure on him, should be able to return to the form we saw at the start of the season. Then I'd quite like to see Bentancur as the eight box-to-box midfielder with the legs in there. I feel like he'd be able to drive through the Arsenal, and also what will happen from there is he could sit in as a 2 and become a double pivot, and Maddison slot in a little bit deeper and go from there, either against Cuff or Kulu and Maddison switch over as well. I'd quite like to see that, especially if we can sit back a little bit more and then press on from there, especially in the first 60 minutes. If we can do that, frustrate Arsenal, then go from there, I think that's going to be one of our best chances. So Bissouma is the 6, Bentancur is the 8, then Maddison is the 10. Quite like Maddison. Hopefully he gets back to his form. A lot of our players are down on form at the moment. You could probably have the argument as well, Højbjerg over Bissouma. Some people might say Sarr over Bentancur. Some people might say Kulu or Lo Celso over Maddison. I feel like this is the most obvious middle three, personally. If you are looking for more passion and a solid 6 or 7, not really gonna set the world alight, you do put Højbjerg in there. If you want legs in there, you put Sarr over Bentancur. And then if you want a little bit more energy, but it could be a 2, it could be a 10 performance, you put Lo Celso in for Maddison. But I'm going to go for Bissouma, Bentancur, Maddison in the middle 3. On the right, I'm going to go for Kulusevski. I think that he's going to be able to play in that sort of awkward position between the winger and also central. I think that's going to be good against Arsenal, because obviously they have an inverted left back which will fill into midfield, so Kulu will be able to follow him in and be natural position. And then if we can receive the ball and win the ball from their player inverting in, he is comfortable to play as a 10 inside forward and go from there, and Porro might be able to overlap and create the width from that sort of direction. So I feel like for an inverted fullback, Kulusevski is so much better, especially for the first 60 to 70 minutes of the game, compared to I can't think of Brennan Johnson. I was thinking Glenn Johnson, but yeah, we don't want to go there. So Kulusevski's right winger comes inside, follows their inverted fullback. Then Werner on the left wing. He's been really good recently. Yes, he's not been great at finishing, but that's what happens with Werner, because we're going to have a clinical striker up top, which is going to be Son. I think with Arsenal going higher, I don't think we will need Richie until the last bit if they are starting to sit, or if we go behind, I think then we'd start to change the front three. But at 0-0, or if we can get a goal, I think we stick with Son up top. If we do concede, and we concede in the first half, I'd quite like to see the front three change and Son go to the left, Richarlison go up top, because Son will be better against a team who is sitting deeper and be able to break that line. Richarlison has got the ability to cross the ball. Then you could look at either Werner going onto the right, Kulusevski coming off, or Johnson coming onto the right and being able to cross that ball from there. I think that would be the best chance we've got. I do think it's going to be a tough game, and I think it's going to be close. It could go either way, but obviously I'm going to have to side with Tottenham. There will be a score prediction and also more of a explanation video of the game coming up as well. There's just going to be a couple short videos for this moment, and there should also be a few shorts coming out in the next few days as well. So let me know what your predicted lineup's going to be, if you think anyone's going to change in there, what you think our tactic's going to be, and I'll see you on the next one.